All right, Honey Badger here. This match is the finals from the APA 8 Ball Juniors tournament. This is actually joined in progress. One rack was already played. Um, and my guest that's helping me watch this is my little protege, little Badger, Samantha Draney.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yeah, yeah, yes,
Me,
yes.
me. Only.
Now this match started recording this after the match already started. This is one rack done. You lost the first rack.
Yeah.
I don't know the guy. I don't know the kid you're playing. He actually turns out he's 20 years old.
I thought he was like 16.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a nice shot too.
Yeah.
So like I said, we missed the first rack. Um, how many matches did you win to get to this point? You remember?
2.
Two. You remember how many players were in
I
this?
think there was only like 6.
Yeah. Not a bad. Is it for a juniors tournament? It's not a bad. Not wasn't a bad turnout, and I think all the players are now, uh, with their registration fee. They're APA members now. So you're an official APA player. Skill level 4, but not for long.
Yeah. Rob, if you're watching, Mark, give me a score, please. Don't
Nah,
give me up.
not after. You shot strong
It's the inning.
today. I know the one match you won 3-1. All the races were a race to 3
11 innings.
because all the players were considered new players, so everyone came in as a 4, regardless of their age. And your first 2 matches were what 3-1, 3-1, and the one match was 11 innings.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're not gonna be a 4 much longer.
Well.
That might have been, I think what we were looking at earlier, I think that might have been the uh, midway through the first rack. This might be your second rack. I'm not quite
We
sure.
missed the first rack. This
Yeah.
was
So this is the second
Oh.
rack right here. Should be, I believe. And like I said, he shot really well.
He did. It was my toughest match.
Easily.
Mhm.
Easily. I didn't see what he got on the break here.
Mhm. He sunk 2 stripes.
2 stripes.
Yeah.
So what were you thinking now? You're down. At this point, you're down. You lost the first rack. What happened? Was that the one rack that you dogged the 8 ball?
Yeah.
Was that the yeah?
Yeah. Well, good thing you didn't get that on video. That's embarrassing.
It,
We don't need to see that.
what was going through your mind after that?
Well. Well.
Well, that sums it up right there.
I rushed it.
You definitely rushed that
Yeah.
shot. I kind of wish it was on tape. Look at that. See, that was a nice shot. You're making some killer shots today, or that day, today, whatever. He got some problem balls. Look at that. I almost broke that out. And you did manage to break it out a little bit. You have a chance now. Not like I mean, you have a. If you can get the right position. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's that.
I remember
hurt,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And you know what? You don't know that's going to happen. I mean, there's no way you can prepare for that. But when you already like boggled to 8, I know how it is. When you already boggled to 8 like that in the first rack, and then that happened, you feel like you're starting to make some shots, you're getting somewhere, and then that happens. It's kind of like,
Yeah. I was supposed to roll it farther, but it
Mhm.
got stuck. That would have been an easy 8 ball shot.
so now he has ball in hand. I know I'm not the only one that told you this, but you know when you have ball in hand, you get rid of your problem balls first.
Yeah, well.
I don't know. See, unless he uses that to get to that 10, I don't know about that shot.
Even his parents were like, "What did you do? Like, what?"
Yeah.
What?
Like, what was that? The ball that's behind that? What was that? The two ball. That's it looks like, I guess it's the 15
Yeah.
in that upper right corner. I would have taken that out of there because that's you don't have a whole lot of opportunity to get to that ball.
Mm-hmm.
But and then he's making some shots though. Like, that was a nice shot. So I'm thinking, I said, you still have a chance because I don't know what he's going to do with that ball in the upper corner hitting behind that
Yeah.
four or that two. You being a nice so helper, Miss Sportsmanship over here.
Well, we didn't have all day.
Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! There's his. No. Oh, he can get the 10 on the side and maybe come around, but that's
Yeah.
why he should have taken that ball, but that's an ugly shot. Can you see that? I guess he can see
Actually, I
that.
think he did. Right?
No.
Oh, yeah, that was a good
That was a
shot.
save.
Yeah.
I don't think he knew. I don't think he was expecting to make that. I think he meant to do that. And that's not horrible because his problem is going to be that 10 ball.
I wanted to roll the 6 like closer to the pocket a little bit.
Block that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't planning. Were you trying to make that, or were you just trying to get a
No, I
hit?
was trying to get the 6 close to the pocket
Okay.
because I knew the 10 was problem ball.
Nice.
Yeah, but he got around that really good.
He kind of set you up with that because that was the only shot you really had, the only way you were going to hit that. Like I said, this kid shot really well. He cheated the hell out of that pocket.
Yeah.
Pockets were big. Taking nothing away from him, man. He came at your neck.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, he's up
This is
2-0.
2-0
Yeah,
right now.
he's on the hill. Remember now, all the matches during this tournament were race to 3 because all the kids come in as new players, so they all came in as a 4. And actually, Sam, you were the only. I didn't realize that until after the tournament was over. You were the only female.
Yeah.
So actually, you should have came in.
As a
They were
3.
saying you should have came in as a 3, and Rob refused. He said, "Nah, you're coming in as a 4." And you know what? There's no way if you came in as a 3 and steam.
Oh,
it
that
was.
would have been great.
It was no. It would have been a bloodbath.
Everyone was looking at me because Rob was like, "All right, you're gonna be a 4 just because you're you," and everyone like looked at me. I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah, and you
you're about
proved
to
it.
find out."
Yeah, and you proved it too.
Well, made them all look like girls. Okay.
No regret. I stand by my previous statement when I was telling you earlier. I think your first match, I think he was more concerned with you than the table. That's all I got to say. That kid was in love. Oh, I don't care what. I mean, I don't mean any harm. I don't mean any disrespect or harm. I probably shouldn't have said. I shouldn't be saying that, but I think the kid was. I think the kid was in love. I'm sorry. I don't think he knew what to do.
He didn't know how to hold his pool stick when he met me.
He didn't know. If he knew before, he didn't know when he was shooting her. He was bow in hand.
You
was.
stupid shut up.
Oh my God! I'm sorry. It was horrible. The Julian put up a better fight.
Oh, yeah, he did. And he was younger
He shot. He's scary. I kind of was worried he was gonna beat you.
He went up to me. He's like, "Why are we shooting together?" He's like, "This isn't fair." And he told Rob.
Julian's gonna be a nice shot when he gets older.
Yeah.
Julian,
Torres.
thank you, Julian Torres. He's actually he's a member of the Markley Billiards Junior League. You need to actually check that out.
Yeah. Julian's my favorite. He's my new favorite.
All right. I wish I would have gotten this young man's name. He's a nice shot. On the hill, he's shooting at stripes. This is
Yeah,
a
I'm
nice
looking at
strip.
this. I'm like, this is a run out. I'm like, this is it.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was
I
like,
was like, all
man,
right, 3-0, get blown out. Nice.
it was double elimination though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would still had another chance, but
But he didn't, like, after I won this, he didn't, like, we didn't play again. So I was confused. It was just one and done.
it was only there were two winners, one from the winner's side, one from the loser's side.
I'm gonna text Rob and see what his name is. It's gonna bother me.
Yeah, thank you. This is not a. This table got ugly quick because now your six ball is ducked up against the side rail.
Yeah. That was the only thing helping me right there.
Yep.
I was rattling everything at that point. I was so frustrated.
It's, and this is what I was trying to tell. Oh man, I wonder if that shot was on here. Yeah, I can't. When we get to it, I'll bring it up. But what I've been telling you before is it's when everything's going your way, like all during it, all day today, in your matches, you're pretty much doing whatever you want on the table. But when something like this happens, when like that eight ball and then the scratch on that other rack, and then now you're starting to rattle stuff and things aren't, you're getting some really weird rolls, and you still you still hung in there, and that says a lot. This match right here meant more, was more impressive than the earlier two matches, really.
Finally. See, he broke my six out there.
Mm-hmm.
He got his ball.
Now you got
Adam. His name's Adam.
Adam. Thank you, Rob.
Adam Herbert.
Adam Herbert. Remember that name because kid's got a nice
20.
He's got a nice stroke. One more year, he'll be APA eligible. Well, I'm sorry, adult APA eligible. He's technically a member now, which is great. Doing so well, getting him. Once he broke that six out, once he messed up and broke out your problem ball.
Yep, that was it.
Beautiful. That's a nice run. I was watching this with Mike, and we were concerned about that shot when you took on a two.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit harder to get a better shape for the eight, but it didn't matter because you just were beautiful. And sometimes you don't want to. Don't worry about leaving yourself perfect. If you're taking the right shot, 80% of the time, the cue ball is gonna go where you want it to go.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just getting to a point where you're just going to say, you just watching how you're running that rack out. You're like, I'm just making balls. I
didn't. I put my hair up. That was the rack. I put my hair up.
Yep. Yeah.
That's what happened.
I didn't notice that, but you're right. Mm-hmm. That was your first win, right?
Yep.
So it's 2-1 now.
Yep.
Nice run out. Played that great. This was actually a really good match. What I like about Adam is that he just stayed focused. He was pretty. I don't know if he got rattled. I think he just got. It was just a matter of he just made mistakes at the wrong time, and you jumped on. Like he made that one error, broke that ball out, and then everything was open, and you just. For the record, folks, Sam is only 14.
Apparently, this guy's 20.
And
we all found out afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, it just amazed me that this kid was.
Yeah.
He looked kind of older. Something told me he wasn't. I'm thinking maybe 18. I didn't know he was a year away from being legal. He's obviously been playing for a while because his stroke and how he approached it. Oh, that was a bad mistake. I just hyped him up.
So I thought that was a run out too, because all the balls are spread
It
open. Like,
it was until he messed up on the I guess that was the three ball.
hmm
So now your table is it's not it's not bad. Actually, it's fairly open. I mean, not easy. A little help from the five there. See, I probably would have taken that 15 down there.
yeah, that's
And
what
then,
screwed me.
and then you left yourself that, yeah. I probably would have taken that 15 in the corner, down the corner.
See, I only left that there because it was blocking the one, because the one can't go
Right.
by.
You have to, when it comes to that, it's a decision between going for the run out or playing it safe.
hmm
And speaking for myself, if my stroke is on and I feel confident in my stroke, I'll play more aggressive.
Yeah.
But if I'm rattling, like, if I'm rattling
Yeah,
stuff or I'm
definitely.
getting bad rolls, then I'm thinking safe until I get the ball's in position where I feel comfortable. This is the rack. Yeah, it's coming
hmm
up because I think when you asked me, I think you asked me for
I
a
called a
timeout.
timeout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I wanted to set that up again because I wanted to show you that's something that we actually have to work on, or you need to work on, because it's not an easy shot, but that oh he tried it. Well, he tried to be cute.
Yeah.
That's ball in hand. And is this when you called a timeout? No, no, you didn't call it then. I if you can't see that 15, I would have
hmm
played the cue. I would have played the cue ball behind that 15 and hit it so that the cue ball stays behind it, and you get
Oh yeah.
separation,
Yeah.
and make him have to try to kick at it. And if you hit it, if you hide it, if you tuck it right under behind that 15, he has to hit that bottom rail to even get out of it. So he won't even get a good kick at it. You
Yeah.
know. But when you get ball in hand, you got problem balls. Get rid of You want to get your problem balls situated. Free out your problem balls without giving up ball in hand, without giving them a shot.
hmm
So that's what I mean. If you can't see that, like if you don't have a clear shot at that, that's what I would have done right off the bat.
Yeah.
You're up against a 10. You can't reach it. I know you hate using the bridge.
We did. I missed this
Everybody.
one because the bridge.
Everybody hates using the bridge.
Like it was like a weird angle because like the nine was in my way.
Yeah.
But, like, see, I rolled that like too short. I wasn't supposed to. Yeah.
Doesn't really hurt you because his one and what is that, the two, I guess?
Yeah.
His one or two are ducked up because you're 15. And he knows it. Even if he had a shot with that, I wouldn't make it. What's the point of making that ball if you don't have anything if you have no way of breaking out that one and four or one and two? And that's just I don't know. I've lost too many matches trying to run the table out and have a problem ball. That's actually smart because he frees up that one. If he gets in position for the shot on the one, he can actually use that to break out his two ball. take that 9. No. I thought, and I was expecting you to take the
Yeah.
9 down in the corner.
It
Even
wouldn't
if
have
you,
went.
then you just block up that pocket more,
Mhm.
and then one of those balls can be your breakout.
Yeah.
It was a nice shot on the side. I mean, I don't know. The
hit it too
scratches.
hard.
Yeah. And how he decided now, like I said, now the one, he played it smart when he hit the one down there. That's not what you want. Now he's got the one. Oh, he missed the breakout.
Mhm. What could have been it?
You know? Oh, that would have been, yeah.
Yeah.
It damn sure would have been it. There's Julian.
Julian, my man.
There's a little man. Little stud. It's cool watching yourself shoot after a match.
Yeah.
I don't. He didn't. I don't even know. Making that shot would have made a big deal because he still would have to figure out what to do with the 2. Now, I remember this. This is when you asked for a timeout. Or did you? No.
It was the next shot.
The next after this. Look at you using the bridge again.
Yeah.
And you made that one.
This is where I called it.
This is where you called it.
Ah.
One, all right, I wouldn't have made that shot. What I would have done what you did on the previous shot. I would have left it in that pocket. Okay. But once you made it, you got fall for help. I wanted you to come off that bottom rail and tuck it behind that 15. But I couldn't talk you into doing it. And with timeouts, I'm not gonna. I don't force anyone to do something they don't feel comfortable with. If I try to talk you into doing that, you didn't feel comfortable, something bad would have happened.
Yeah.
So, but that's what I really wanted you to do, and that's something that, I'm gonna set that shot up again next time we get on the table, and get you to try it.
Mm-hmm. See, I wanted to just make his 4 ball and give him ball in hand because like the 2 was screwed up.
Well, what would have happened? Sometimes that's good to do. That's not a bad idea, but all he would have done was just tuck
You would have
it.
saved me.
Yep, he would have saved you. He would have left the cue ball behind that too.
Mm-hmm.
You would have had to kick at your ball, and look where the 8 is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just nothing good was going to come out of it. He would have tucked you. He would have and if he gave you ball in hand, or if you give him ball in hand, you know.
See, I wasn't sure about the shot. I was like, I don't want to do it.
A little bit hard.
Yeah.
A little bit softer. It would your 15 would have stayed in that pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Cue ball would have stayed closer to the rail. He would have had a harder shot on that 4, and no shot on the 2. He would have had to try and save you again.
See, this could have been in here. Like I was just like.
This could have been it because he has
the.
that.
Scratched on the shot.
I don't remember. He made this cut. I know that. No, he made the cut. He just missed the 4.
He scratched here.
Yep.
Yeah, I know he scratched because I had to get down to the 8.
Played that a little differently, maybe with some English. It would have came off that side rail and gone up further towards the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Then he would have had a cut shot on the 4. He was out. He could have been out. Big mistake. And now you got gives you ball in hand. I think a couple of people are like, call timeout. And I was like, she knows how to play this. Play that. Look at that. Did you make that 8?
I couldn't see it. I got caught behind the 4.
Yeah. That was the right shot.
That
a little bit harder.
So
Man, that would have been hot.
Mm-hmm. I was looking at it. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, "Wow."
Yeah, I was stressing too.
Yeah.
I was stressing. I said, please at least be able to hit it because if you got to lose like that, have to give
I
up
got
on
lucky
him.
on this shot.
Think you know what happened. Now I see how you got away with it. You hit the 8 coming back off that rail,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what stopped it.
Yep.
Because that's why I was afraid of you hitting it too hard and having that cue ball come back and give him
Yeah.
that 4. I was like, well, if you can't see it, at least hit it and leave it on that side rail. Make him bank it. And you did.
He tried to cut it.
He
And that's
tried
his
cutting that
mistake.
and he scratched. Wow. I would say that's not a good shot because he wasn't going to have anything on the 8. So he might as well safe.
Mm-hmm.
Ball in hand on the 8.
Mm-hmm. It's a 2-2 now.
And
This
it's
is the whole
Hill.
match.
Oh my God. It's a shame when you're shooting that well and then you start making mistakes and you're playing against someone who's
Yeah, he got rattled up.
yeah, he did. He definitely got riled. That was a bad shot. You made him pay for it.
Well, how are you gonna cut that? Like,
That's
that was a bank shot all day.
yeah,
All day.
you would have banked it. You definitely would have banked it.
Mike was making fun of me.
Yeah, he was. I forget what he was saying.
I don't know.
We want to keep you loose. We didn't want you getting nervous. Nice break. I was happy you at least got to the hill. I was like, well, as long as she didn't get blown out.
Yeah.
Undefeated at this point. 3-1 first match. 3-1 again second match.
Wait a minute, did I run these out? I think I did.
You ran a good night. If you didn't, I think you did. You ran out to the.
I did.
think you ran out to
I
the
did
8.
to the 8 and yeah. Mike wasn't here. He left. He went to call mom. He didn't see that.
He actually. Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, ah.
I was like, don't you dare scratch. He actually stuck around. He wasn't going to stay because he said this is too much.
I know.
When you
I know.
got to the hill, he was like, I don't know if I can stay and watch, and he wound up staying.
I know.
Look at that shot.
Look.
Touchdown is 5.
Look.
Did you bank that 5 in? Yeah, you
I
did.
did.
Oh my God.
I wish
I
I
was
moved
like,
out
this
the way, too.
this chick, and then he called timeout.
This was a hard. There was nowhere to go.
The only shot that you had that looked anything makeable was cutting it in the side, but there was a scratch. So was I, and I couldn't.
I wasn't gonna risk it. I was like, yeah, let's just do something else.
I couldn't talk you into it, so I mean it.
Cause I know I would have did that. I would have scratched. I would have came home, cried myself to sleep.
I would have cried with you.
It wasn't even about that. I was like, and he has to run all these balls out. He's kind of shook
Right.
now.
Right. So why take?
Why,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. There's no sense in taking a dangerous shot like that. So he tried for the bank, and you know what? That would have went.
Yeah.
I think you had room to cut that a little bit more.
I did. I was also scared of the scratch on the side too, because it kind of like looked like.
You had the 12
12.
and then the 14 sitting there, and God only knows cue ball comes off of either one of those two balls, and oh my God, I'd never forgive myself.
I did it earlier in the match. Like I didn't know I was gonna scratch, and I
Mhm.
did. So I mean.
There's that side pocket shot. You got to put some English. It's either bottom or top. Probably, I would say top. I have bad luck with shots like that. I always try. My instinct is always to try and draw it, and more times than not, it seems like I draw the cue ball into the pocket. Yeah, that could have went. I think that definitely could have went. That bank.
Mm-hmm.
God,
That would have
that
been
would.
cool.
Whoo!
Yeah. I think he would have cried himself to sleep.
That would have been a break and run too.
Yeah.
If I was him, I would thinking safe all day long.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, I just sat there and watched you run. You know, you run 6 balls out, whatever, 6 balls. Yeah, I'm gonna save you. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna.
I thought this was it here too, because it was it's an open table.
Yeah, I
Good
can't.
shots. But
The
that's
the 11 was
yeah.
the 11 was the key ball. At some point, if he had gotten rid of that 11 ball first, he's out.
Mm-hmm. This 9-ball shot was horrible. I don't know why he took it.
Mm-hmm.
Even his parents were like, "Why did you do that?" It wouldn't go past the 8.
No, he should have
He was trying to get down more, like to have it like go into the left corner.
top right. He's worried about, or he could have been worried about scratching it inside, but top right brings it up the table, and then you get it behind that 11, and then you have a cut in that 11 in the top left corner, and you may have either a tricky bank on the 8, or if you really put some follow on it, it comes off that rail and comes down a little bit. But yeah, he hit that 9 bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what they're telling him. I don't think the 11.
It was a defense shot.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. That didn't work.
Actually, no, this one did work. Like, I couldn't do anything with it.
He tried, and 11 was gonna go. Oh. Hill.
That's what he was aiming for.
That was a good save.
Oh, well.
Oh,
Yeah,
and then now to be fair, those of you who are watching this, try not to. We're kind of spoiling some of this we've been talking about, but to be fair, my goal for Sam was to come off that rail, come off the was it the foot rail, and hit the 8 and tuck the cue ball between the 8 and the side rail. So I wanted to come past the 8 a little bit. I didn't want to hit it directly on the 8 because then all it's going to do is move the 8 out the way, and then he has a clear shot at the 11. So I wanted her to come off that rail and hit past that 8, hit just enough of it to hit it over to the rail, and then leave the 8 ball between the 11 and the cue.
Yeah,
and
I
the
thought
cue
he
ball
wanted
gets
me
thrown.
going all the way up. 'Cause that's what Mike
No.
told me. He was like, "Go all the way
Yeah,
up."
well, Mike doesn't like playing. Mike doesn't play D. I'm thinking safe. Yeah, a little harder than I thought, but you actually hit it where I thought you were going to. But if you hit it softer, it would have set. It would have sat behind that 8 and up against the
I did
rail.
like that shot though, because he still has to make an attempt.
Right.
What he should have did here was just give it back to me.
Yeah, because you ain't got a shot.
I don't. It won't go anywhere.
What you could have done, if he did give it back to you, put that cue ball behind the 8 and hit like a combo shot. You don't want to make it, obviously, but just get that 11, have it hit a rail, and leave the cue ball behind the 8.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You just want to separate it. This final timeout. Is this? Yeah.
it.
Oh my God. Now they're looking for a safe shot. No, I don't think this is it.
Yeah, this is
They're-
it. This
Are
is
you
it.
sure?
Yeah. He told me he was like, leave the cue ball up here, leave the E at the bottom rail. That's what we were trying to do.
That's what it was. And they were all. Yeah.
They were like,
You're
yeah,
right.
good shot, good shot. I'm looking, I'm like,
They were very. Adam was. It's not a. It's not a horrible. Well, I mean,
well, they wanted me to cut it here.
Yeah, they were expecting you to cut it. I don't think they say you're going to cut it or bank it, and they were pretty sure this was a hard shot. And it's not.
I didn't
Right.
think twice.
You didn't think
I didn't
twice
think
about it. Oh my God, I was so happy, so proud of you. Mike and I are out the door at this point.
Yeah, they screamed, Jesus Christ, right? Right? They were like, Jesus Christ. Ran out the door, the race to the door.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Discouraged.
Great.
Crushing dreams.
Crushing
And hopes. since
crushing
2000.
dreams and dreams since 2002. Awesome. Nicely done. Yeah, came just came back from screaming outside. He's a goofy little thing. All right.